Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside Talk Show. I'm Carla Elizondo. Inside Talk Show, it's an inside job. Shh. Let's get quiet, go inside, continue reading The Science of Getting Rich. Hi, Liam. Liam's always here to support. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. We are continuing the chapter Impression of Increase, chapter 14 from this book. Let's get this going. All right. We left off yesterday talking about you can convey this impression, the impression that you of increase, by the unshakable faith that you are in the way of increase, that you are going to be increased, and letting the faith inspire you to action. But don't boast or brag of your success or talk about it unnecessarily. True faith is never boastful. Wherever you find a boastful person, you find one who is secretly doubtful and afraid. Whenever you find a boastful or whenever you find a bragging, boastful person, somebody who has to tell you how good they are and prove themselves, and I personally have done this, I've seen it in myself, when I have to prove or flaunt or talk too hard or be like about what I've done or what I can do, really behind it, it's saying that there is doubt and fear, which was certainly the case with me. It's easy to notice in others when people are being bragging or talking highly of themselves and just something doesn't seem right. You're like, they could be talented, but if they truly were confident and comfortable, they wouldn't need to do that. So a true successful person never boasts or brags. And that's something I have to be reminded of, because when I'm up against a new challenge, it's uncomfortable and I get the defenses out. I have to flaunt my feathers bigger just to make myself feel better. It's all ego. So let's notice it in ourselves. Whenever you find a boastful person, you find one who is secretly doubtful and afraid. Simply feel the faith and let it work out in every transaction. Another point with this, if you've ever experienced somebody who is kind of a jerk, who's kind of just pompous and cocky, it could be a lot in areas where people are really high up, bigger bosses, people who are in the media, actors, artists, musicians. They can seem that they come off boastful, bragging, arrogant, jerkish, because really underneath, they're secretly doubtful and afraid. Always afraid they're not good enough, someone's going to figure them out, someone's going to make fun of them, someone's not going to like them, they're going to get rejected. That's really what's behind it. So let's remember that about ourselves. If we're feeling a little out of our comfort zone, growing, we're vulnerable. That's the time where we have to watch ourselves being rude, snappy, jerkish, judgmental. Let every act and tone and look express the quiet assurance that you are getting rich, that you are already rich. Words will not be necessary to communicate the feeling to others. It's an energy thing. They will feel the sense of increase when they are in your presence, and they will be attracted to you. Right? Somebody who truly is successful, confident, comfortable, sure of themselves, it's just a quiet knowing. They're usually the most quiet person at the table. And yet we're attracted to them because there's just a peace and a calm, and we want that. We're attracted to that. They're wealthy in confidence. They might be wealthy monetarily too, but they're wealthy in mindset, wealthy in faith. That feels good. You want to be around those people. So it says, let every act and tone and look express the quiet assurance that you are getting everything you want, rich in all areas, that you are already rich. Words will not be necessary to communicate this feeling to others. It's a vibration, it's a vibe. You can tell when someone's like your spidey sense, your intuition, someone who's confident and someone who is not. They will feel the sense of increase when they are around your presence and will be attracted to you. You must so impress others that they will feel that in associating with you, they will get increase for themselves. See that you give them as a use value greater than the cash value that you're taking from them. If you are giving anybody a service, assure those people, and you should be confident with what you're selling or the service you're providing, that they're going to benefit. Their lives will be changed for the better for having dealt with you, worked with you, used your product, used your service. If you always take an honest pride in doing this and let everybody know it, you will always have customers. People will go where they are given increase, and the supreme power which desires increase in everything and which knows everything will move you toward men and women who have never heard of you. Let's think of a company like Nike. It's just literally a swoosh now. You don't even have to see Nike. They don't beg you to buy their clothing. They don't beg you to buy their apparel. It's quiet, strong, and confident. Makes you feel good. They make you feel good that you're an athlete, even if you're lounging around in sweatpants. As long as they're Nike, you feel strong. You feel athletic. Nike speaks for itself. It's an energy. Nike is an idea. It's not just a product. That's just one example. They don't even have to, promote. It's just an established feeling of confidence and athletic ability or strength. So you will be able to make larger combinations to secure greater advantages and go on into a more congenial vocation if you desire to do so. However, in doing all this, you must never lose sight of your vision of what you want or of your faith and purpose. That's why it's so important to daily reassess. Make sure you're on the right path. Are your sails set right? Have you checked your map? Are you going where you're going? Are you looking at things? Trust me, I have not looked. I haven't set the sails for years. I've sailed on, just drifting, letting the wind take me here and there, not wanting to look because I'm scared. And I end up crashing. And I realized it's really painful to live that way. It's also painful to grow. It's scary at times, but let's pick our pain. Are we the discomfort? I would rather say discomfort because I think pain and suffering is a choice. I like to use the word discomfort because it's uncomfortable to grow. Growing pains, spurts. And I would rather face that pain of growth than the pain of dying, because that's what we're doing. It says, let me here give you another word of caution in regarding to motives. Beware of the insidious temptation to seek power over other people. Nothing is as pleasant to the unformed or partially developed mind as the exercise of power or domination over others. Listen to this. Nothing is more pleasurable and pleasant to the unformed, undeveloped mind to have power and dominion over other people. The desire to rule for selfish gratification has been the curse of the world. The countless ages kings and lords have drenched the earth with blood in their battles to extend their dominions. They have not been engaged in an effort to seek more life for all, but to get more power for themselves. They end up destructing, they end up falling, they end up dying, killing everyone with them. True power is on the inside. True power is quiet. There's a great book, Hawkins? Power versus Force. Inner power propels. Forcing negates. Forcing pushes away. Forcing kills. Forcing turns off. Forcing rejects. True power attracts. True power attracts and expands naturally, and that comes from within. True power. A true powerful person there's a great analogy, I don't know who used it, but if you're in a bar and there's a guy who is bulky, big, has a gun in his pocket and has a scowl, is that more powerful than the man in the corner with flip-flops, button-down shirt, relaxed shorts, just observing? Well, the person with the bulk and the gun has the physical manifested power. The other one is a triple time, whatever, black belt in karate and could literally break you in half, but it's calm. We have to get in touch with that inner power and then tame it. It's both. We all have that beast inside of us, but we have to know how to use it, to wield it. There's another great quote of, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. We have to know how to and prepare for any battle that comes our way, but not use it unless we need it. Because if we're just that gardener, never cultivating skills to get through things or to protect ourselves inwardly, energetically, we're lost, baby. This world will eat you alive. We must start cultivating that inner power, which everything comes from. All right, I'm on a time crunch here, so let's finish this up. Nothing is as pleasant to the uninformed or partially developed mind as the exercise of power or dominion over others. The desire to rule for selfish gratification has been the curse of the world. Okay. Today, the main motive in the business and industrial world is the same. People marshal their armies of dollars and lay waste to lives and hearts of millions in the same mad scramble for power over others. Commercial kings, like political kings, are inspired by the lust of power. Look out for the temptation to seek authority, to become a master, to be considered as one who is above the common herd, and to impress others by lavish display. The mind that seeks for mastery over others is the competitive mind, and the competitive mind is not the creative one. One of my main goals is to never come off, even in my work as a therapist, that I know more than you, ever. I know nothing. You are the expert of your life. You are. I know nothing. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't even know what to do. You're the one. I'm just here to help you figure it out. Or as a coach, or leading you through that 6-month program. You are the master of your life. You have the power. You don't need me or anybody else. You might need someone to help. We all need one another. But at the end of the day, you're the one doing the work. We all are. It's up to us. If anybody holds over your head that they know better than you, that they have the answers, that you are nothing without them, that you can't figure it out without them, they're not a good teacher. And if they don't have a teacher, that's questionable. I always say, for so long, I resisted getting a coach, investing that money. Now I'm obsessed because that's truly I have to look to others that have what I don't have, that already have what I don't have, that have what I want, and just follow their lead, be a good student. Then I'll become a good teacher, which I feel that I am. I'm getting better every day. But then anybody who learns from me will teach it to somebody else. And I'll continue learning from my masters, and they learn from their masters and teachers and so on. It's a chain. We're just passing that candle on. It doesn't stop anywhere. If it stopped at me, I know everything, be all, know all, I don't need a teacher. That's questionable. Get with teachers who have great teachers, Be a good teacher yourself. Have great students who have great students. It goes both ways. It's really important. If you're looking for any teacher or coach, make sure that they have a teacher or coach. Because if they are where the buck stops, that's questionable, because we're always growing or dying. And if they don't have a teacher, they're choosing to die. Really, all of us are. So it says, the mind that seeks for mastery over others is the competitive mind. In order to master your environment and your destiny, it is not at all necessary that you should rule over your fellows. And indeed, when you fall into the world struggle for high places, you begin to be conquered by fate, and environment and getting rich becomes the matter of chance or speculation. Beware of the competitive mind. No better statement of the principle of creative action can be formulated than the favorite declaration of the late Golden Rule Jones. What I want for myself, I want for everybody. Oh, how good is that? What I want for me, I want for you. What I want for myself and my family, I want for you and your family. What I want for me, I want for you. What I want for myself, I also want for others. I want for everybody. Be selfishly inclusive. Want for yourself and everybody else. It's not me and mine. It's not exclusive. Be very inclusive and open. Be creative. It's infinite. Don't be competitive. That's finite. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a wonderful day, y'all. See you tomorrow.